Good morning. I got some sleep last night in my own bed. I slept hard, I think. I have so many things to do today. I'm gonna unpack my car and then clean, wash my backpack because it stinks so bad, and my slack pack. Wash both of those, all my clothes, kind of go through everything that I have and just make sure that I actually want to keep it with me, maybe pare down some of the things that I have and look at what I want to repack in my car to take back with us. But first, I think I'm going to get some breakfast. I'm just hanging this quilt. There's plenty of sunshine currently right now. I'm hoping just maybe some sun and fresh air keeps this, or gets it a little bit freshened up, and we'll maybe do a little bit of a wipe down because I don't know what all that is, but it's not fresh. Jerusalem artichokes and beet chow. It smells so good here right now. It's now day 2. I actually haven't filmed anything at all today, and it's about 8 o'clock at night. I've been kind of busy getting some things done. I know a few weeks ago I showed you I got new brakes and rotors and calipers $2,000 later on my vehicle. Now that I've brought it home and put a few more miles on the tires, we decided it'd be a good idea to go ahead and just replace it. So my car has gotten new feet and ankles, and now she has new shoes. Hopefully this tread will get me everywhere I need to be safely. I'm packing everything else I need right now, and now I have a lot more space in the vehicle. So I also have my new bed here, which I'm really hoping will help me get better sleep. I know I've talked about it before, but I am not a good sleeper. I do not sleep well in the shelters. I don't sleep well in my tent, and I don't sleep well if there are other people in the room. So even when we were staying in real beds in the hotels, unless I have my own space, I just don't sleep well. So I'm really hoping with this mattress pad or bedroll, whatever this is, I think it's like a twin size or a little less than a twin size. I'm hoping this will help me get a little better sleep, which should help my recovery a lot. Another thing I'm doing while I'm here and home to support some recovery is red light therapy. We do have an infrared light panel. And why is it on the ground, you ask? Because that's kind of weird. Because my husband is a napper, and he likes to take naps while he does his red light therapy. So he lays it down on the ground. We have a little nest, I guess, here, and lay here while doing red light therapy, because it's about a 20-minute session usually. So it's just a nap time session, I guess. That was a lot of stuff. Another thing I'm doing to support myself while I'm home is to do my lymphatic massage. I have a machine that pumps for me, and usually it's about an hour session, and typically I do it when I'm home once a day. Sometimes I might have to skip a day or two if it gets too busy, but I'm doing that while I'm home as well. I have considered whether to bring it with me now that I have my car and there's space in the car as well. But the thing that is kind of holding me back is that we smell so bad on the trail. And I don't think that these pieces, I'll show you here in a second what it looks like, but I don't think that these pieces are something that I can put in the washing machine. And I do not want to get them smelly. I suppose I could bring it with me and then use it only on days after I shower, which is a consideration I just thought of now. But I guess it's something I will think about. We're leaving tomorrow sometime before noon, so I have a few hours to think about whether I'm gonna bring it or not. You can kind of see it working. It looks like a little Michelin Man marshmallowy puffs here, but it's just the air moving in and out and kind of pumping my lymphatic system. There's my little feet. It pumps the feet and everything. It seems to work pretty decently. I'll have to update you in the morning about how much weight I've lost since coming home in 2 days. I think just from resting, doing some of this massage, and hopefully maybe bringing a little bit of inflammation down. Once I got home, I weighed myself and realized I had lost, from the time I left on my scale, only 11 pounds. At the hostels, I had lost up to 17 pounds, I think, based on their scales. And I don't know if I have started gaining all of that back in fluid and inflammation, which is pretty common for people with Ehlers-Danlos and lymphedema and lipedema, especially after exercise. So I don't know if I started gaining it back or if I had never lost that much weight to begin with. It was just a difference in scales, although both zero out and are tiered correctly. So I'm not really sure. All I know is as of this morning, compared to yesterday morning, I had already lost 2 pounds just from the only thing I did differently was rest on the way home. I guess I wasn't hiking, I was driving. I did my I did my lymphatic pump here and an Epsom salt bath, and that was mostly it. And I had lost 2 pounds already, so I will let you know tomorrow how much difference it is. The other thing that I am considering that I had said no to before and hadn't done was my compression leggings. They do really help with just activity in general, but they're also really painful. Even though I got them custom made, and if you have seen some of my previous videos, I have mentioned how much they cost already, but just in case this is your first time hearing about it, I went through insurance to get custom compression leggings, and for 3 pairs, you're supposed to get them replaced every 6 months because the elasticity wears off on them and it doesn't hold the compression as well. But take a guess on how much 3 pairs of custom leggings that are supposed to last you 6 months cost. If you guessed $16,000, you would be correct. Now, if you're not familiar with how much these things cost, you would never guess that much because that is absolutely insane. I did not pay that much. My insurance thankfully covered that. They also covered my pump, which was another $10,000. We wouldn't have those things if insurance did not cover them. But anyhow, the fact that they are custom is just kind of ridiculous because they don't fit like custom. They fall down and bunch behind my knees and they're painful. The other reason is that I didn't bring them is that they're heavy. But that doesn't really matter at this point because I have my vehicle to put them in. The other reason is that they smell, like they stink. Even when I just wear them regularly at home, the feet in them, I don't know what material this is made out of, but they smell so bad. So I don't know. I have 3 pairs currently, so I'm just going to bring all 3 down with me. I'll see how it works out with me wearing them on slack packing days in particular. I don't think I will wear them on days that we go overnights because they're heavy. That was the other reason. They don't dry very fast. You need to hand wash them and dry them. And they do not dry. They take forever to dry. And I can't do that out there. and they're difficult to put on, so I'm not going to be taking them off and putting them on in the shelters or in my tent or anything. So anyhow, all of that long ranting discussion on what I am doing to support myself while I'm here and what I am planning on doing or changing up to take with me when we get back on trail tomorrow to just kind of help my mobility and hopefully continue to be on this trail as long as possible. Well, I assume that what is happening is what I think is happening. I've just come to let my birds out before I leave this morning, and this is what I found in front of their pen. That one is either choking and killing that one or making more frogs. I don't know. Toads, excuse me. It is time to go. I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave my home. I love it here, but we have miles to get and trail to hike. So I just talked to Wacky. He's heading out. I think we have like a 10-hour drive or so. It's about 1 o'clock here in Pennsylvania now. Yeah, I meant to leave earlier, but I run late usually. This is my life. So I told you guys I would keep you updated on what I decided to bring with me, and I think I said yesterday or last night I would let you know how much weight I ended up losing in the 2 days that I was home. I ended up losing 4.5 pounds in 2 days since I've been home. So I think that kind of speaks to the amount of fluid and inflammation I have going on. And with that decision, I did decide, if you can see, I can't figure out how to point with that finger, right back there, the clothing, the laundry basket, I put my machine in there and decided that on days after I have showered and that I am clean, I will end up using it. I also brought a few just regular massage type of tools to help with my recovery and all of those things, just hopefully to make things a little bit more successful and so that I don't push myself so far that I can't come back from it. With that being said, I guess we'll get on the road and get moving.
Take the exit.
Also, I did not think about it, but the compression leggings that I'm wearing for this are pretty flesh colored. So I'm going to go in there looking like I am not wearing any pants. I will probably end up on one of those photo things where people take a picture and imagine that somebody is not wearing pants. And you know what? I deserve that. So you can see, but also we're basically at a stop here. I know there's construction coming up, but I don't know if there's an accident or if something happened. I have no idea what's going on.
Take a slight left turn onto Hurricane Gap Road.
Oh my gosh, these roads are horrendous. Holy crap. We have arrived. All right, I have made it. I'm at Hurricane Gap. I think it's like 11. It's a little after 11 o'clock. I don't know why this feels creepier I've not been super nervous or afraid when I was sleeping in the tents or the shelters or anything like that, but being at this trailhead parked like this when there's another car next to me just feels a little creepy. I've got my bed set up here and I'm feeling kind of good because even though we're out in the middle of the woods, I still have my vintage chenille blanket, so it feels like a little bit of home here. And you know, I just love me a chenille blanket, so I will let you guys know how I slept. The ride wasn't too bad up here. A couple areas with some rain, but not as bad as I expected. The road up here, like the mountain road, was ridiculous. I don't know how some people are going to make it up here if they need to, because if you don't have a decent vehicle, you're not getting through some of those giant potholes full of water. They're like ponds, basically. Yeah. Otherwise, I guess I don't know what else to say to you guys. I guess I'm just going to say good night, and I'll see you in the morning.